Good afternoon, everybody. Uneducated Economist here. I would like to thank everybody who's been subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. All the new subscribers, the thumbs up that I'm getting on the videos, all the comments, it really helps to kick the YouTube algorithm out there. And it's very noticeable over the last couple of weeks. I've noticed a big uptick in the amount of views that I'm getting per video. The engagements are kicking up. So I appreciate it, guys. It really helps with the channel and promoting the channel. So a lot of you guys like to follow me because I talk a lot about the new construction market. I work at a lumber yard, so I have my finger on the pulse of the industry. And last year I saw that lumber prices had really maxed out. They had reached their all-time high, and lumber future prices were around $650 per thousand. Well, all of a sudden the prices dropped out, and the future prices of lumber dropped all the way down to $300 per thousand. When this happened, mills up in the British Columbia area started announcing curtailments and then eventually started shutting down, saying that the prices of lumber were too far and the demand was too little for them to stay operational. Now, a lot of people said that once these mills started to close down, that the inventory was going to tighten up, and then you would see the prices start to go up. And that sort of kind of happened when the first announcements of curtailments came out. The prices of futures, the lumber future prices, really shot up. They went from like 300 up to 400 per thousand, only to just drop right back down to 300 per thousand again. When that happened, the mills really started saying, okay, that's it, we're shutting down permanently at this point. So it was mostly taking place up in the British Columbia area, but then we started seeing mills over here in the United States start to announce curtailments and shutting down as well, and a lot of them had to do with the OSB. Now, I follow two main components as far as the indicators that I use where the new construction market is heading, and I like to watch 2x4/8 standard and better in half-inch CDX plywood. The 2x4s are like the skeleton of a building, and the half-inch CDX is like the skin that goes on the outside of it. And these two main base components are common from every building that you do that's made out of wood. It doesn't matter if you're building a chicken coop or a big old giant mansion, it's the same type of material that you buy. You might buy different roofing, you might buy different windows, siding, flooring, all the other stuff that goes into the house might be different, but those 2x4s and the half-inch CDX, the sheathing, that's the same for every building no matter how big it is or how small it is. So these two main base components, if you follow them, you're going to see that the new construction market has to be slowing down because the price of these items have been dropping and dropping quite dramatically. To kind of give you an idea, half-inch CDX, when it reached its all-time high, we were selling at $26.50 a sheet. We now have them at $16.09. 2x4s were selling for $4.30 last year. This year we have them at, I think we got them at $3.20 right now. And they were down all the way at $2.89 about a month ago. But OSB, Oriented Strand Board, is what OSB stands for. It's a type of sheathing. It's very similar to the half-inch CDX in the fashion that it is used, and it's generally a lesser product as far as the price goes and the quality of it. Now, I don't really follow OSB as closely as I do like half-inch CDX, only because like when we have like a hurricane that just recently hit down in this southern area down in Florida, that's going to cause the OSB prices to really start driving them up. Hurricanes and storms really cause the demand for OSB to shoot up. People are buying them to board up their windows, or maybe to do reconstruction, or just to, for whatever reason, OSB happens to be a very popular product during the storms. Now, these OSB mills are starting to shut down. Listen to this. This one's coming out of British Columbia. The Peace Valley mill has been shuttered with no timetable for restarting. This mill has a production capacity rating of 850 million square feet. The Norboard 100 Mile House, BC mill has gone down for previous curtailments, but it has announced indefinite curtailment. This mill has the production capacity of 440 million square feet. The Norboard mill announced curtailment measures at their Cordele, Georgia mill this week, reducing production by roughly 12%. That's 125 million square feet beginning September 5th. And this article coming out of the Canadian press has a little bit more to say about that. Norboard reducing the Oriented Strand Board production at the Georgia mill. They say that Norboard Incorporated Norboard Incorporated says that it is reducing production at the Oriented Strand Board mill in Cordele, Georgia, due to poor market conditions. They go on to say here, the Toronto-based company says that U.S. home building has been pulling back since the fall of last year and has meant lower than anticipated OSB demand. So these products, these new construction items, the 2x4s, the CDX, the OSB, these are indicators of where we are in the new construction market. And I was calling it last year. I said we we've definitely got a slowdown taking place here in the new construction market. You can see it in the prices, and you can see it in these mills closing down. And now you're starting to see the articles coming out saying that yes, we have definitely had a slowdown in the new construction market. So anyway, I thought I'd give you guys that little bit of an update. I feel bad for those guys down there in Georgia having to cut their production down. Luckily, they're only cutting it by 12%, so hopefully they won't be eliminating any jobs out of that and just easing back on their actual production of it. But yeah, it's a sad story. These mills are not doing well. These prices are very low, and the demand for new construction material is just not there. Not like it was, during 2017 and 18. Anyway, thought I'd give you guys that update. Uneducated economist, you guys let me know.